Hello class 12th, welcome to the social science class, and today we'll be taking up the chapter 2 of economics, which is sectors of the Indian economy. Now here in this chapter we would be classifying various sectors of economy, of which the introduction was already given to you in class 9 when you were studying chapter 2 people as a resource, and in chapter 1 also we had a little discussion of the kinds of economic activities. But still we would start today's class with a simple introduction and then we'll move on to the main course of the chapter. So chapter 2, sectors of Indian economy. You would be coming across this term economy many a times in this 5 chapters of class 10th economics, right? So we need to understand what does this term economy means. It is not simply a country, it has some more deeper meanings to it. So before going through the main part of the chapter, we start understanding what is economy. We'll first understand what is economy and then we come to discussing the sectors. So what is economy? A system wherein people find work and earn a living. All those opportunities which provide people with work and livelihood to earn and take care of their family expenditure comes under economy. So a platform which provides people and opportunities to work and earn a living is economy. Now when people are working for living, when they find work to earn, all those activities are termed economic activities. When people work for the purpose of earning, those activities which they perform are called economic activities. Okay, so what is economy? A system where people work for the purpose of earning, and when people work for the purpose of earning, all those activities which they do under that job profile is economic activities. So with this first introductory class, we have understood what is economy, a system, a platform which will allow people to work and earn a living. So economic activities are all those activities which are performed for the purpose of earning. All those activities which are done for the purpose of earning are economic activities. When people work deliberately for the purpose of earning, for taking care of their livelihood, becomes the economic activities. In that way, whatever work which your mother does for you is not economic activity. She does out of love, care and affection, and her work, her service is not recognized in the national income. Why? Because she is not being literally paid for it. She is not being paid for it, or she is not performing those tasks for the purpose of earning. She simply does all that work simply because she loves you or she cares for the family. So all that work which is not done for the purpose of earning are non-economic activities, but all that which is done for the purpose of earning is economic activities. In that way, when your mothers are working in school or colleges or anywhere else at any post and they derive salaries from there, is economic activity. But when they do certain things at home for you people, it is not an economic activity. Suppose she's a chef in some restaurant, okay, so there she would be earning a salary for cooking for other people, so that is an economic activity. But when she cooks for you out of love, care and affection, it's not an economic activity. So I hope I'm clear with this difference, okay, that when people work for the purpose of earning is economic activity. Okay, now all these economic activities are of different nature and are under different working condition. All these economic activities are of different nature and working condition. For example, a farmer, when he grows wheat for the purpose of selling, is an economic activity because he is going to earn. Okay, this is a different activity like that of mine. I am providing a teaching services, although for the purpose of money. All both of these are economic activities, but farmer का जो काम है, it is very different from mind. So all these activities, economic activities, are of different nature and they are under different working condition. Since these economic activities are of different nature and a different working condition, हमने इन economic activities को classify किया है, and these economic activities are classified on the basis of sectors. These economic activities are classified on the basis of sectors. So what are we going to learn? We are going to learn in this chapter the different economic activities, the classification of different economic activities under the topic sectors. Okay, so what is this sector related to? This sector is related to all the economic activities. Okay, this sector is related to all the economic activities, and all economic activities are of different kinds and nature. So we have classified these different economic activities under the head sectors. Okay. Now this flow chart explains that how these various sectors or various economic activities are classified on various grounds. So the sectors classification goes like this. The first classification is on the basis of nature of activity. The first classification is on the basis of nature of activity. Okay. Now on this basis we have three types of economic activities: primary, secondary, tertiary. About this you have already learned in your class 9th, 1st and 2nd chapter. They have explained that what are primary activities, secondary and tertiary activities. Even then we will go through them each of them one by one in the coming up videos. This video only deals with the introduction. Then the second classification is on the basis of ownership. There are various places where people work, and these various places are owned by two different sectors, which is public sector and private sector. Public sector is the sector owned by government, and there are sectors which are owned by private individuals, which is called as private sector. So many of your parents must be working either as government employees or private employees. So when all those who are working as government employees are under public sector, and all those who are working in private enterprises, they are all employees of private sector. So the second way of classifying economic activities on the basis of ownership, which gives us two sectors: public sector owned by government, private sector owned by private individuals. And the last is on the basis of working conditions. Okay, the last classification is on the basis of working condition. Under working condition we have two sectors: organized and unorganized. Now this is certain new and important thing which will be discussed in detail. For now we need to know that these are the basis of classification of economic activities. So again, sectors are classified on the basis of nature, under which we have three economic activities. Okay, primary, secondary, tertiary. On the basis of ownership we have public sector, private sector, and on the basis of working condition we have organized and unorganized. So in today's video, what we are discussing is only the introduction. The coming up video will deal with the nature of activity. Okay, so you can refer the introductory video today, and in case you want the notes, what you can do is you can simply take the screenshots. When the video starts, you see there is no image of mine, you only see the blackboard. You can take the screenshot and you can write it down those notes. Thank you. Have a good day.